When looking for a positive rate of change, which of the following statements apply? The first statement says to look for a slope with one negative and one positive number. If we had a slope with one negative and one positive number, let's say a positive over a negative, well, positive over a negative would equal a negative slope, and that would give a negative rate of change. So that's not going to work. And even if we had a negative over a negative divided by positive is still a negative, so that's still a negative slope to give a negative rate of change. So statement 1 does not work. Statement 2 says when looking for a positive rate of change, we're looking for a positive constant. Well, a positive rate of change says we're looking for a positive slope, and the slope in an equation is not the constant value. A positive constant would show a positive y-intercept. So statement 2 does not work. In fact, this is leading us into statement 3 that's telling us to look for a positive coefficient. The equation or function is often written in slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. And like we were saying, b is that positive constant, would show a positive y-intercept. But a positive coefficient, the coefficient of x, would show that's a positive slope, and that would be a positive rate of change. So far, statement 3 works. Now let's move on to statement 4 that says to look for a slope with two positives. So like before, like we did with statement 1, if we have a slope with two positive numbers, a positive over a positive, well, that equals a positive. So a positive slope would mean and indicate a positive rate of change. So statement 4 will work. And finally, statement 5 says to look for a slope with two negatives. Well, if we had a slope with two negatives, a negative divided by a negative is actually a positive. So that would be a positive slope indicating a positive rate of change. So statement 5 works. In fact, statements 3, 4, and 5 will make a true statement when looking, or be true statements when looking for a positive rate of change, because they create positive slopes, which is the same thing. So our answer is statements 3, 4, and 5, which is going to make our answer choice D.